So I picked up this Bone Busters this last weekend. 1989 Gottlieb. It's in pretty good shape. Back box is more red than pink, but gotta love that pink, huh? It's got some marks, and it changes depending on my light, but it's more red, as you can see on the sides from the paint fading. Otherwise, cabinet's not bad. It's got some under the leg wear, it's normal. The rails are in good shape, a couple dings. Got my tools all over the place. It's in my living room because there's no other place to work on it. Got the playfield all torn down, cleaned up. Took the apron off. Oh my god, was it filthy. It was absolutely dreadful. Still don't know if if the flippers need to be rebuilt or what, because I haven't had the game in running order yet. Got a problem you'll see here shortly. Playfield's in good shape. Really sparkling, actually. Now that it's clean, you can see underneath all the grime. I changed all the bulbs. There were a lot of them out in the back box. Got a new box of goodies. Rubber bands, flippers, leg levelers. You know, all the normal stuff that has to be done. But the biggest issue is it was bought as is, where I knew it would boot to attract mode, but not beyond. But I didn't know the extent of what was going on. So when you turn it on, and I'll do that here, it boots up, no battery, so there's no scores. Goes through its motions. It talks. No topper. Relays work. Most of the lights work. There are some sockets that are bad that I have to replace. And there's my cat who wants to help. Always wants to help. Yeah, I know, kitty.
Here's why.
Hey, stop that. What are you doing? Go play.
Hey, did you hear the one about the traveling salesman?
No, I didn't. Tell me. Okay, so no, don't be jumping up there, kitty. When you get, it works to this point, and it works fine. This is the way it was advertised. It boots to attract mode. No big deal. You can see a lot of solenoids work, flashers work. Pretty neat, actually. This is the first System 80B game that I've encountered. So, if I go to coin it up, and I have to do that, there's some wire splicing here, that isn't the best. Coin it up. You hit start. Bang. Bang. It just keeps doing this forever and ever. Flippers don't work. None of the switches work. It's frustrating. But I think I figured out what's going on. And I'll show you in the back box here. So the cleanliness of the boards is good. There was some acid damage from the batteries, so they were removed. You can see them on the left side here. The terminals are empty. The problem, these two chips, 14 and 13, Z14, Z13. I think Z13 is bad. Z14 might also have a problem. Because the issue is that when you go through the testing mode, all the switches with the return columns 0, 1, 2, and 3 are shorted closed. So there's switch 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 21, 22, 23. They're all closed all the time. So the game has no idea what's going on. That's like almost all the switches in the switch matrix. And if you look in the schematics, if my camera will focus, you can see that the return lines 0 through 4, or 0 through 3 over here, I'll go into the Z13 chip. And these are always closed. So there's something going on here. These are acting fine. These switches actually trigger, and that's, I can put the ball in some of the drop holes, and it triggers and it sees them. I can put my hand over the rollovers and they work. So I think this may be working fine, but I can't tell because so many of the switches are acting funky. So what I've done is I swapped these two chips. Since they're 7400s, I just swapped them. And sure enough, these worked. But when you boot it up, switch 57, wherever it is on here, is closed, and that's the tilt switch. So, yes, Kitty, the tilt switch. So when the tilt switch is closed, the game freaks out and won't boot. It says tilt switch closed over and over and over and keeps resetting itself. So I know that at least one of those 7400s is bad, even though they claim to be new. And I took the 7400 out of the socket, and some of the pins are shorted together on at least one of them. The other one had some intermittent continuity, so I don't know what to think about it. But I have a bunch of those on order, 7400s. I ordered a bunch of 7404s, and there's some of the other chips on the board that tend to go bad. And I'm waiting on those to show up. But in the meantime, I can't really do much. The cat can't even play the game. See? Not interested. But that's where it stands. It's frustrating, but, you know, I'm learning a lot reading because this is the first System 80B game I've encountered. The other ones I have are System 3s, some older, whoever made Space Shuttle. I can't even think. But anyway, I have a Sega. Very different. This is, I heard these are finicky. I don't think it'll be too bad though, since I have the schematics to help me. I had to actually order this special because nobody has, this available except for PB Resource and some hits on eBay. But it's come along. Can't wait to play it. I have no idea how Santa fits into a skeleton theme, but he does somehow. I got all parts over here. Gonna clean them up. Most of them are pretty good. Their plastics were filthy. I'll throw in some pictures to show how bad it was. Got everything labeled in baggies. I don't know if the guns work yet. These lights right here. I don't know if they're operational. We'll have to wait and find out until I plug it all together. I think some of the flash bulbs are bad, and I don't have any of those on hand. But until I fix the switches and stuff, I can't really tell. So that's it. That's where it is. I'll keep adding to this playlist as things change and I update stuff. I'll probably throw on the new rubber bands and get the playfield back together as much as possible this weekend. And just look at it because I can't turn it on. Okay, till next time.